Hey, a playa, do you want to know how to start an interesting conversation over text with your crush? There are a few simple things that you need to start putting into practice if you want to make that conversation interesting. I'm going to share them with you right after this.
This is the Just Beats, you're watching the Just Beef.
Now, right off the bat, if your plan is just to send a message saying, hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Or any of those type of things, you're expecting the other person to carry the conversation. All you're doing is making the introduction, but you're not setting up a frame of reference for the two of you to follow. So what is a frame of reference in a texting conversation? What does it look like? Well, I think that if you're going to start engaging with the person and you want it to be interesting, you need to already have something to talk to them about. You can't just go into the conversation expecting something to just develop on its own. You need to kind of come in, talk about something that the two of you can both share your opinions on and you can give your insights on. That's what's going to make both of you feel like you're engaged in it. For example, let's say the two of you share a class together. So you both have to do the same homework, take the same test, deal with the same teacher. You might want to start that conversation by making a joke about the teacher or saying that homework sucks and ask them if they did it yet. Having that kind of baseline where the two of you can connect over something is going to probably get a response from them, but you don't want to just leave it there. That's the problem that most people make. They start a conversation on something that's really just mildly interesting, and then they just keep beating home that topic. You keep talking about that subject of school and homework and things like that without really transitioning into something more fun to talk about. And that's really the key to starting an interesting conversation. Your lead-in should always be something simple, something that you know they can give you an answer on, but then from there you don't want to leave it there. You want to transition into stuff that's a little bit more personal. So if you're taking the homework example, which is a very, very simple, straightforward kind of question, you can always then lead into something a little bit more personal. Start to tell them about your day, the things you like to do for fun, the things that are not homework, and then you can ask them what they like to do for fun. One thing I've learned over the years is that sharing your opinion helps create a situation where they either agree with you or disagree with you, and either outcome is a good one. So for example, if they agree with you on something that you like, boom, you guys have something to talk about. You can engage in that conversation. But if they disagree with you, that also creates an opportunity for a conversation. You could talk about why you like it, they could say why they don't like it, and that gives you the chance to now tease them for not liking the things that you do. And if you don't like the things that they like, that gives you the opportunity to do the same to them. In texting conversations, you can easily make it interesting just by creating a little bit of tension between the two of you. The best way to do that is to make an assertion about them. You might want to say something like, you seem like the kind of person that does this, or you seem like the kind of person that would do that. By creating this agree with or disagree with type of scenario, it becomes easier for them to jump into the conversation and to say how they feel. Because let's be honest, if you're simply asking questions and then getting an answer from them, it's not a conversation, it's an interview. So the best way to make it feel like a conversation is to be opinionated, is to share your actual thoughts on their responses. The more you're engaged in the things that they say, the easier it's going to be for them to kind of respond back and to kind of keep the flow going. But if it's just question after question after question after question, and there's no personalization to any of it, well then they're just going to lose interest and stop talking to you. These tips are definitely going to help you out if it's a person you've had a conversation with before, whether in person or through DM. But if it's someone you're DMing for the very first time, someone you've probably never spoken to before, check out the video over there on the side to learn how to start that conversation with them. It's a little bit different. The tactics are still the same, but there's a different approach you need to take. Also, check out the playlist right underneath it to watch my other texting tips videos to help you feel way more comfortable texting your crush. On that note, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. As always, love and peace.